Good morning. This is Josh Hayes with Hedge Plus, and here is today's market monitor. Well, the headline today would be that the market is getting impatient with the speed of trade talks. Definitely wants trade deals announced now. I would love that myself, but these things do take time, and there's a lot of back and forth. It definitely would help if we see some framework start to leak out, anything to give market the satisfaction and the comfort that deals are coming. And you pair that with the fact that the weather is too good to allow the market to really bounce higher right now. And I know there's some of you that are still dry and not seeing the best weather. So when I say too good, I guess I have to say it as maybe it's not bad enough in too many places. We got rain, a lot of rain over the weekend in the Southern Plains, which is really gonna hold back the wheat market, and you'll see that when we get to overnight prices. Also, we have the fact that the soil moisture is improving, but the forecast is calling for plenty of window for you guys to get planting in places like the Midwest, and now the Plains states. Northern Plains are a little dry still. So, but on the whole, the forecast is shaping up to get you guys out there, basically get cranking on corn and take away a lot of those flex acres, and it's really lowering the outlook as far as the number of bean acres, which will be supportive there. Fortunately, that's offset right now by the fact that U.S. and China, there's a lot of mixed messaging going on. The United States is saying that they are having discussions. China is denying discussions. I guess the market apparently wants to believe China right now because the lack of progress is weighing down the soybean market. The only one of the few positives we've got going right now is that there is persistent drought in Mexico that should help continue to maintain strong demand from Mexico for our corn. And I do see definitely goodwill purchases being made by these countries that are in talks with the U.S. right now. Doesn't ever hurt to show what you intend to do, or to provide a little glimpse of that. So market really right now, really the only firm factor that it's able to weigh right now that's not just talk or rumor or speculation is weather, and the weather is basically improving, and the rain that's falling in the Southern Plains is definitely taking a lot of risk premium out of the wheat market. So taking a look at that weather, heavy rains relieve the Southern Plains. Again, I don't want to have you guys feel like we're not paying attention to those of you in the Northern Plains that are still too dry, parts of western Nebraska that are still too dry, but the market is always going to weigh these things as a whole. And the places that produce the most, or that were in the largest area of doubt, such as the Southern Plains, the rains they're getting there are really, really helping to pull back and alleviate the fears in the wheat market. In Brazil, monsoonal rain is set to end next week. They definitely got the rain they needed. If it does indeed, if the faucet turns off in May, they will have gotten far enough along, especially with that safrinha crop, that it shouldn't be a worry for a while. Obviously, it's never okay for the rain to shut off entirely, but the monsoon rains that they needed got them to the point that it needed to. And China's still hotter and dry in northern areas. And again, talking about Mexico, drought in the north, still set to remain until at least mid-May. It's very, very dry there, and it's just going to lead to even more purchases from Mexico than usual. That's pretty well established and kind of set in stone by now. Quick look at wheat basis. Not much positive to say. Demand for wheat is just really, really low right now. and you compare that, or you pair that with good weather, and you see why when we start to get rains in the southern plains, there's just not much strength for the wheat market. And the basis here reflects the low demand. The only place we're seeing decent basis is looks like about Minnesota and Kansas City. But these numbers are as of Friday, where there was no change to basis anywhere. Taking a look at the overnight prices, down across the board. Down corn 4 cents, about 4.5. Soybeans 4.5 as well. Wheat's down 8.25. That's entirely on the strength of the rains that came in the southern plains this weekend. There are some weather issues building in Ukraine and Russia, but not enough to outweigh the improvement we're seeing in the southern plains. Corn and beans down, definitely. I think that has a lot to do with the frustration and lack of progress with trade deals. Some people are starting to again believe that these deals aren't going to get done. That is not us. We don't even have any building doubt about that. These deals will get done. It's imperative they get done. It would be absolutely insane not to get these deals done. And it's just something we got to wait for and hope that it comes sooner rather than later. That's all for today. I hope everyone has a great day, and we'll talk to you again tomorrow.